What if I told you that your personal growth doesn't just affect you? What if your thoughts, actions, perceptions actually affected every single person on this planet, even those whom you've never even met before? What if just a small shift in your perception could counterbalance the negativity of millions of people across the planet? This isn't just a theory. This is the science of levels of consciousness. And today, I'll show you how your inner work can have ripple effects across the globe. Today, we're doing another deep dive, this time on the concept of power. Not power for control, but power of consciousness. By the end of this video, you'll see how your spiritual journey is more than just about you, and how small shifts in our mind can have profound impacts on all of humanity. First, let's recap levels of consciousness. If you're new here, levels of consciousness, originally mapped out by Dr. David Hawkins, is a measurement of the vibrational energy of thoughts and emotions. It can also be used to tell truth versus falsehood, judging by the level of consciousness of a particular statement or person. Above 200 calibrates as truth, and below 200 calibrates as a falsehood. Let's start with calibrations below 200. Below 200, these are destructive states, such as guilt, shame, fear, and anger. These lower levels drain life energy and create negativity. At the level 200, this is the level of courage. This is the point where constructive growth can take place. From here, we ascend through the levels of neutrality, willingness, acceptance, and love. Love is where things really change. From here, peace and enlightenment represent the highest states. These states are characterized by harmony, unity, and oneness with the divine. What makes this scale unique and is really important to understand is that the scale is logarithmic. So moving from 100 to 200 doesn't just double your energy, it amplifies it exponentially. The difference in vibration or power from the calibration 100 to 200 is 10 to the 100th power. That is a 1 followed by 100 zeros. This is a critical concept to understanding the ripple effect. And here's where things get interesting. Hawkins found that individuals operating at a higher level of consciousness have an extraordinary impact on the collective energy of humanity as a whole. Check out these numbers. Somebody at 500, or the level of love, can counterbalance the negativity of 750,000 people below 200. At the level of peace, you offset 10 million people operating in lower states. And at 700, you neutralize the negativity of 70 million people. And this isn't just a metaphor. This is real measurable energy. If you haven't seen my last video on muscle testing, go back and watch that and you can see how these levels are calibrated. It's provable over and over again. High vibrational states like love and peace emit coherent, stabilizing frequencies that override chaotic, fragmented energies of fear and anger. And this isn't just a metaphor. This is real measurable energy. In previous videos, I've discussed muscle testing, which is how these calibrations are determined. High vibrational states like love and peace emit coherent, stabilizing frequencies that override the chaotic, fragmented energies of fear and anger. So think about this. Every time you choose love over fear or forgiveness over resentment, you're actually contributing and uplifting to the entire world. Now you might be thinking, do I need to reach enlightenment in order to make a difference? You don't. Even a 1-point shift in your level of consciousness can have a dramatic impact on how you perceive the world. Let's take a look at a few examples. Moving from 300 willingness to 310 acceptance shifts you from striving for success to living in harmony. A jump from 500 to 510 expands your compassion beyond personal relationships to include all beings. Hawkins emphasized that growth is not linear, but even small incremental shifts can make a huge difference. Imagine how much lighter your life would be if you viewed challenges through the lens of acceptance and willingness, as opposed to judgment, fear, and resistance. So, how can you begin to raise your level of consciousness today? Here are some practical steps. Mindfulness meditation. Quiet the mind and access higher awareness. Gratitude journaling. Shift from lack to abundance. Forgiveness exercise. Realize emotional blocks and increase your vibration. Random acts of kindness. Small acts of love ripple far beyond what we can see. Volunteer work. When you serve others, you naturally align with higher states. Honest communication. Integrity resonates at high frequencies. Heart centered decisions. Choose love even when fear arises. Limit negativity. Be mindful of the media and conversations you engage in. Surround yourself with positivity. Read uplifting books, spend time in nature, and connect with supportive people. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And let's be real, raising your level of consciousness will not be easy. There will be both pressures internally and externally to not change. Here's the takeaway: your growth matters, and it is actually the opposite of selfish. Every step you take to raise your level of consciousness helps the whole. Ask yourself, what did I do today to raise my level of consciousness even 1 point? Maybe it's as easy as meditating for 5 minutes, forgiving someone, or showing gratitude. Let's co create a better world together. Drop a comment below and tell me your favorite way to raise your level of consciousness. And if you want a deeper dive on the topic or any of the other topics involved in this work, check out my blog on Patreon. It's free to join, and I would love to have you there. Thank you for watching, and remember, by transforming yourself, you actually transform the world. That's it for me today, and I'll see you hopefully soon.